Behind the Grooves. Hey guys, and welcome back to Behind the Grooves, where I, Peter Holmes, the vinyl kid of Florida, takes you to the other side of the record, Behind the Grooves. Last time we met, we were reviewing an original mono pressing of Simon & Garfunkel's Wednesday Morning, 3 a.m., but today we're reviewing something completely different from the same time era, in fact, about a year before. It's not an original pressing, however, it is in mono. Please, please me. You probably watched me unbox this a few months back, and I'm really glad I did, because this is what one needs in their collection. The Beatles were still brand new at this point, and they had just come out of the Cavern Club and hired Ringo Starr there, so that's something else. There are two songs on here that Ringo did not drum on, P.S. I Love You and Love Me Do, which was their first big single. That was actually done by Andy White, who passed away in November. This album was mainly recorded in a one-day session, aside from Love Me Do, and possibly P.S. I Love You. The rest of the songs were most likely recorded in order because Twist and Shout was the last one recorded, which explains why John's voice was very shot in it. He had just felt completely sick of singing, and he was like, "Shake it!" You see, I can't even do it. This was from the 2014 mono reissues, and they sound amazing. Of course, there are no static things with it. There's no static, no skips or repeats unless you make them happen, you know. But anyway, I'm going to read you the track listing right now and show you the back. The back is not papery, like cardboardish, like with Rubber Soul. It just feels like reasonably shiny-ish paper. Not like on the cover, but on the back here you've got a note from Tony Barrow, and, you know, long play, 33 1/3 RPM, Parlophone label. So here we go. Side A, I saw her standing there, misery, Anna go to him, chains, boys, ask me why, and please please me. Now let me name who sang each of these. It goes Paul, John, George, Ringo, Paul, I believe. I think Paul sang that. And then John and Paul sang Please Please Me. Love Me Do, John and Paul. P.S. I Love You, mostly Paul. Baby It's You, John. Do You Want to Know a Secret, George. A Taste of Honey, I think that was John and Paul. There's a Place by John, and Twist and Shout, also by John. On the top here you have what instrument each member plays. George Harrison on lead, Paul McCartney on bass, John Lennon on rhythm, and of course Ringo on drums. Now let's open this thing up. And just so you know, this also comes with a little booklet, but I did not keep it inside the album. It's in a different box. It comes with the waxy sleeve, the waxy inside sleeve. And here is the LP. If there's dust on it, please forgive me, which I think there is. I'll worry about that later. So the Parlophone label looks different because this was released in 1963. And there's no stereo logo on it, which is incredible. So here's side A and side B. Anyway, there's Please Please Me for you. Of course, it's 180 gram vinyl, as most vinyl today is. In fact, I think all vinyl today is. I had been looking for this album since the very beginning of the time I started collecting. It took me a while, but I got it from Barnes & Noble. So, you know what? If you have to get a reissue at one point, then you get a reissue. There's never a limit on how many albums you can have, or even how many copies. Or how many copies of pressings. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this video. It means the world to me that you would take a few minutes out of your day to watch a guy like me review such a brilliant album such as this. It does remain my second favorite Beatles album, the first being Rubber Soul. But anyway, please subscribe for more Behind the Grooves. We try to release a new one every Saturday, and the way things are looking right now, we're going to continue doing it for quite a while. This is Peter Scott Holmes, the Vinyl Kid of Florida, signing out with peace and love and a 2014 mono reissue of Please Please Me, the first album by the Beatles. Peace and love.